House Speaker Kevin McCarthy finally told reporters this week exactly what it is going to take to get Republicans to kick George Santos out of office. And he's very specific in the words that he used when describing the one thing that could make Republicans say goodbye forever to Santos. Here it is. If, for some way, when we go through ethics and he has broken the law, then we will remove him. He has a responsibility to uphold what they voted for, meaning the people who voted for him, to work and have their voice here, but at any time, if it rises to a legal level, we will deal with it then. Now, George Santos is, of course, under multiple different investigations at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, and, of course, at the international level with what's happening with that case down there in Brazil. But McCarthy made very clear it's not those investigations that matter. He only said, and again, I fully believe this was deliberate use of language here, he said when the ethics group, meaning the ethics committee in the House of Representatives that has a Republican majority on it now. And as far as we know, they haven't even opened up an investigation into George Santos. You know, because he's one of their own. He's one of the 222 Republicans that are currently in Congress versus the 212 Democrats in Congress. So losing even one of those Republicans like George Santos, as horrible as he is, that's a painful thought for those Republicans. Now, if they had a bigger majority, if they had a 50, 60 vote majority, Santos probably already had been gone. But we have to wait for the ethics committee, not the state of New York's investigation, not the Nassau County investigation, not the federal investigation from the Securities and Exchange Commission. The Federal Elections Commission. I sometimes mix up the FEC and the SEC. And then, of course, the Brazil thing. But none of those may matter. And again, here's the thing. Even if Santos gets charged, goes to trial, gets convicted, and literally goes to jail, that doesn't kick him out of Congress. They would have to hold a vote, and you would have to have 2/3 of the members present vote to expel him before he's actually removed. He could finish the remainder of his term in prison, and Republicans could be like, well, we think the jury was biased, so we're not going to kick him out. He could actually campaign, run for office, and win again while in prison. And even, by the way, if they vote to expel him, that doesn't bar him from running in the future. He could literally turn around and run in the special election to replace himself. Not that the voters in that district would vote for him again, I think, right? I mean, can't put anything past the American voters these days, but that is Kevin McCarthy's one condition. If the ethics committee says that he did something, we'll vote him out. And then he says, if it rises to the level of criminal, which of course would be the other investigations, we'll deal with it then. Folks, these are politicians we're talking about. They choose their words very carefully. The fact that he didn't say if it rises to the level of criminal, we'll expel him, that speaks volumes. Sometimes you have to read into the words themselves to understand what these people are saying. And based on what I'm seeing here, I don't think Kevin McCarthy will expel George Santos under any circumstances. Conviction or not, charges or not, no matter how many lies he's told. Forget the fact that even McCarthy's like, well, he has the duty to represent the people that voted for him. The people did not vote for George Santos. The people voted for a fictitious caricature that George Santos created, a person that doesn't actually exist. That's what they voted for, and they ended up with this, idiot, to put it mildly. So I think even there you have grounds for expulsion because what the voters voted for was not what really is in that package of George Santos. They deserve better, and McCarthy refuses to give it to them. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.